Good day guys, welcome back to my channel. I saw this super vertical jump. I think it was on Facebook. It's about 100 feet up in the air. So I thought that's pretty cool. I thought I'd give it a go myself and see how easy it is to do. So let's go outside and jump. Super jump test 1, 2. Woo! I was mad. Find it in your projects and drag it into your project timeline. And the first clip we're going to start with is the clip, the jumping up and down clip that was filmed with the handheld camera. We just need to dive into the clip to where we jump off the ground. Our feet are off the ground there. And that's where we need to cut the clip. So that's B on your keyboard, cut the clip, and then drag in the drone clip to follow on from there. So this is the drone clip, which starts off from where our feet left the ground all the way at the top, pan forward and then pan back down, and we cut this off just where the drone is not far away from the ground. And then we bring in the third clip, which we drop in here of our feet hitting the ground. So once you've cut the drone clip to the right positions and you are happy with the transitions from jumping up into the air, where the drone then takes off from that point onto where the drone then descends back to the ground, and then you add in the second clip, we then need to move on into this drone clip and add in some speed ramps. So basically what the speed ramps will do is just make it a bit more realistic. So you want to stroll through your clip to where it just starts to pan forward, and at that point here you want to go to Shift B, which will create a speed ramp. Then you need to just speed that up to 1000%, and then the middle part of the drone clip where it pans forward, you want to then speed that up to a reasonable speed, which will make it a little bit more realistic. I've got it as 300%. So from the point where the drone starts to pan forward all the way to the point where the drone starts to then pan downwards and head back down. So just at this point here, you add in another speed ramp. So again, Shift B, and then the middle section, I've got that as 300%. And the last section of the drone heading back down at 1000% as well, similar to the first section of the clip. You can tweak the smoothness to to what looks good to you, and you might need to add a couple more speed ramps to give it to make it a bit more smoother if you see fit. But for this exercise, I'm just doing it really quick to show you how it's done easily. So once you've completed the speed ramps on the drone clip, you then need to import the green screen clip, which is what I've got down here. So what you need to do once you've imported that, you drag it right above the drone clip, and you go to Command 5 to bring out your effects tab. And what you need to do then is all videos and audio, and you need to drag the keyer on top of the green clip. And what the keyer will do is get rid of everything outside the green background, including the green background, makes it a bit more realistic. So once you've done that, you might need to go through and tweak it, to make sure that your transition at the beginning from where where you jump off the ground and the green clip kind of matches. So you can use the transform tool here to select the clip and use the transform tool to position your legs to make sure it looks smooth. So you can go through and tweak it as you see fit. And once you've done that, all you need to do then is add some keyframes. So basically what the keyframe will do is pull back your feet as the drone starts to pan forward at the top. So we just stroll through here slowly and I'll show you what I mean. So at this point, the top, just where the drone starts to pan forward, you see the keyframe kind of just pulls your leg back and makes it a bit more, you know, smoother. It makes it a bit more realistic. So how to do that is you just go to the beginning of our clip, make sure that our clip is highlighted, and we stroll across to where the drone starts to pan forward. At that point, we click onto the clip and hit the transition tool, and then hit the keyframe button here. Now, if you're new to keyframing, there's tons of videos on YouTube on how to use keyframe. I mean, it kind of takes your editing skills to another level, so it's pretty good to be able to know how to use them. So just at the point as the drone starts to pan forward, we've hit the keyframe, and what we need to do then is frame by frame, as we stroll across using the right arrow, we drag our feet, this clip, out of the frame. So as we go through, it disappears out of the frame as the drone pans forward. I mean, you need to go through and tweak a little bit, make sure that your keyframes are all in the right places and as realistic as you can get it. So once you've completed this clip, you've edited it, and you're happy with the keyframing as well, all you need to do now is select this clip, hold down the Option key and drag it across. And what that will do is create a duplicate, which you can drag onto the end of this drone clip here. So once you've done that, select this clip and hold down Command and R, and what that will do is bring up the time editor of the clip. So it'll basically bring up the editing option for that clip, which will be this green bar above the clip. So you click on the drop down arrow, custom, hit the reverse option of the clip. So what that basically does is reverse play the clip. So once the drone starts to pan downwards, your feet then comes into the frame, and then you get the transition at the end as well. So this second clip is the same as the first clip, but just in reverse. So once you've done that, you're happy with the transition from the drone clip to you landing on your feet. You might need to go over the clip again to add speed ramps to make it a bit more smoother if you want, but for the purpose of this tutorial, and I'm just keeping it as a reverse play of this original clip. So once you've done all that and you're happy with it, it will look something like this.
Jump test 1, 2.
Drone pans forward, it pans back, your feet comes back into the frame and straight to the transition. And once you've done all that, you can go on and then tweak it as, you know, as you like. I mean, you can add in the color grade, you can add in motion blurs, add in some shakes. So again, you can then, you know, you can get an adjustment layer. I will add a link below this video on where to get this adjustment layer. It's free and it's really helpful. You just need to get the adjustment layer, drag it above your clip, and then, you know, you can apply any effects to it, which will affect all the clips and additions below it. So I just drag in adjustment layer from the beginning of my jump to the end of my jump, and then you know, adding some shakes. Now you're just going through polishing the clip, you know, adding shakes, adding motion blur, and just giving it a bit more spice. So we've added the shakes on this adjustment layer, we've added another adjustment layer, and we add motion blur to that. Again, these are all built within Final Cut Pros. We've added another adjustment layer where we you know, we've color graded on that layer as well. So what we've done basically is just adding some LUTs. Now, if you're new to LUTs, there's tons of videos on YouTube about it. You can get free LUTs. It's basically a color package, like a filter, like the filters you get on Instagram. So once you've added your LUTs and you adjusted the colors and you're happy with all the, you know, the adjustment layers and everything else, you can go through and tweak it to the nth degree if you want. But as I've said, for the purpose of this tutorial, I've just done it quick and simple, you know, to show you how it's done in Final Cut Pro. That's it in a nutshell, guys. Well, I hope you like this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up. You know, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you got any questions specific to this video, do drop it in the comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.